The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. You look at this Eagle defense. They're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Make a play here. Take it to him. Sleep. Let's end this drive with 6.
In motion left, Flowers.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Purdy now to throw.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And take it right on the 30. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
This will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
They'll set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They find he can win every battle.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. You look at this Eagle defense. They're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. So he's due for second throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. The Falcons going to use another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th down. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. On first down, Purdy.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Second down. Here's Purdy to throw. That one into the hands of Flowers. On third down, it's Purdy. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy.
And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they find a way to convert there on 4th and 6. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. That one's complete out to Michael Mayer. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Falcons at 6-2 to start play. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display. Touchdown!
Michael Mayer, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, they could move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
First down, Eagles.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Julian Blackmon. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Quick pass out to Miller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 2 yards to go, second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and then knocked it away.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw again. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll look to throw here. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are once again back in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there? Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that is incomplete. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is brought in at the 21. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He completes this one to Mingo.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Now 2nd and 3.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Eagles. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Down the right sideline.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Final play of the half, Purdy.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, That would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready, set.
And they'll try to run the option here. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Falcons 7.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. On 1st down, it's Purdy. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
A loss of 7. Brings up 2nd and 17. At the 9-yard line.
Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dawson Knox, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, He might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. This from 25 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And they're going to speed things up here.
It's 2nd and 21.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. They're going to look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Martin Emerson. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got Mingo. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Keep going. Way home. There we go, Shaq.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now it's 3rd and 3.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Flowers. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And quickly they get to the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 49-yard line.
They go play action here. Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
A loss of 6 yards brings up 3rd and 16.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. 39 yards. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Back to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. But, Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage of it to the last second.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going for the deep ball. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now back to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Eagles 62, Falcons 14.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. Over the middle, he's got Mayer.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
On first down, Purdy.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Okay, great.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win.
And now off to the races down the right side. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages.
First down, Eagles.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
The point after is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance. The passing game's off.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for Philadelphia, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be